Newcastle. Hopefully be a good game. Teams on the field now as we're just about to get underway. Let me just quickly share the team news, guys. So there we go. Sorted. There we go, guys. Should be on the screen now. There we go. So we're up and underway. And Newcastle now with the possession as they kick the ball long out wide to this near side. And Tottenham just getting back to intercept it as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Mark, Mika, how you doing, mate? Mika saying, hello, good evening. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. I see your team won this afternoon against Bayern. Yeah, you put it in the chat. Mika there saying Frankfurt destroyed Bayern Munich with a 5-1 win. Yep, congratulations, mate. Well deserved. Big shock there in Germany. Big shock yesterday in Manchester, and both of those teams going head to head on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure which day, but in the Champions League. So should be an interesting one. Thank you for that, Mika. Yep, good result for you guys, mate. Absolutely fantastic to see that. Tottenham now with the ball as they play it out wide to that far side. Now cutting the ball back into the centre, but Newcastle pressing the ball, forcing Tottenham to play it back a little bit as they now just try to work some space, playing it out wide to this near side. Mika saying, are you good, mate? I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you doing? Top man, thank you, Mika. Appreciate you asking, mate. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're doing well. And appreciate you asking, mate. Top stuff. So we just got a free kick on this near side for a foul. So free kick to Newcastle, deep inside their own half, right out on this near side. Ball kicked long by the goalkeeper as it bounces straight out of play, and that will be a throw into Tottenham, midway inside their own half. Mika predicting a 5-1 scoreline in this one. Thank you, Mika. Yeah, it's a good shout, that, mate. Hopefully, we have plenty of goals. That's the main thing. And be nice to have an end-to-end game this afternoon, guys. As now both sets of players challenging for it in the centre of the park. Tottenham have come away with it. They play it out wide to that far side. Newcastle now coming to press the ball. As Tottenham just play it back to their centre backs. Now the ball played forward in the centre circle as Newcastle just sitting off. And Tottenham play the ball out wide to this near side. Now ball played in as Richarlison trying to get the shot off there, but quickly challenged by Newcastle as the ball blasted away up the field. But Tottenham come again, playing it down that far side. As now the ball crossed in and it's deflected behind by Tottenham, and that will be a goal kick for Newcastle. I think the last touch come off the Tottenham player there. Tamika saying, I hope. Yeah, good shout, mate. Thank you for that. First prediction this evening. Top man, thank you, mate. Good shout. Mika saying, Hamping waving. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Top man. The ball gone out on that far side, throwing to Tottenham. Mika saying, England, England, I love it. Thank you, mate. So where are you guys in the table now? Oh, Tottenham on the attack now as it played forward to Richarlison. Richarlison with the shot, but it's gone over the bar. He's claiming it was deflected. See the replay here. Nice ball worked out on down this near side. Played quickly forward to Richarlison, and he got the shot off. Yeah, and I think he might have took a little deflection, but the referee hasn't get. Oh, yeah, he has. So it is a corner. Corner on this near side for Spurs. Amika saying, hello, someone there? Yes, I'm here, mate. Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I was like say set up the stream before. So now the corner comes in. It's knocked away. Tottenham picking up the pieces outside the box. As now it's played out wide to that far side. Stevie saying, hi, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Good to have you with us, mate. Stevie back with us today as I've been the Lone Ranger the last 3 days. But Stevie back with me today. I always appreciate Stevie's help. As now the ball played out wide on that far side for Spurs. And now they work through the press. As now ball crossed in and the goalkeeper comes to get it before Son can pounce on the opportunity. Now the goalkeeper knocking the ball away as Newcastle now trying to play out from the back. Quickly challenged by Spurs though as the ball knocked out wide on that far side. And now Newcastle playing it back to their centre-backs. As now it's chipped out wide to this near side. Ball played forward as Spurs tried to challenge for it. Newcastle just play it back into the centre though. As now a long crossfield ball out to the opposite side of the field. As now Newcastle working their way towards the edge of the Tottenham box as they play the ball in. Now ball cut back as Newcastle with a shot from distance. And the goalkeeper, I think, got a hand to that. Really? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It was always rising. That camera angle deceiving. Yeah, the ball gone well over the bar. Not far, actually. Only a couple of inches over the bar. Mika saying, good cheers, bro. And good evening, Alan. Thank you, Mika. Top stuff. Thank you, mate. Always appreciate you guys saying hello to Stevie. Thank you, Mika. And Stevie saying, good evening to you, Mika. Thank you, Stevie. Mika there saying thank you, Alan. Thank you, mate. Top stuff. Top stuff. Thank you. Appreciate the positive vibes, guys. Thank you very much. So ball's out on that far side for a Newcastle throw-in inside the Tottenham half. Ball comes in. It's knocked back towards the halfway line. It's now Newcastle playing the ball out to this near side. Ball played forward as Spurs intercept it, struggle to keep it in, and the ball just goes out of play. So a throw-in on this near side for Newcastle. Right, pretty much on the halfway line, but just inside the Tottenham half of the field. Stevie saying, is Spurs your Premier League team, Mika? Mika replying, not really, but I like them. Yep, fair enough, mate. Nothing wrong with that. I like fans that like different clubs. Oh, Newcastle now with a ball over the top. They've got him behind. They come racing into the box. Ball played in. Oh, and Spurs just getting back to intercept it and knocking it wide of this near post. Well, that was a really good effort there by Newcastle. They really opened up Spurs at the back. Long ball forward on that far side, and they got him behind with Spurs playing that high line again. And almost an easy tap in for Newcastle as the Tottenham defender just getting back. And I think it's not wide. It's going to be a goal kick, though. Now Spurs coming forward as the ball played out wide on that far side. Now working the way up the field as Newcastle come to press the ball. Spurs just play it back as now they knock it into the centre. Ball worked out wide to this near side as Son with the possession. He plays it back inside. As now Tottenham just knock it back to their centre-backs on the halfway line. So thank you for that, Mika. Top man. Thank you, mate. Do you have a Premier League team that you actually support, Mika? And if you're still there, mate, let me know where Frankfurt are in the table now after that win against Bayern. Where you guys sitting in the table in the Bundesliga? If I pronounce that correct, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Bundesliga. Now Spurs with the possession on the halfway line as Newcastle pressing the ball. Stevie saying thumbs up to Mika. Thank you, Stevie. Rick is with us. How's it going, Rick? Rick saying, evening, hope your Sunday has been good. Okay. Yes, it's been good. Thank you for asking, Rick, hope you're having a good weekend, mate. And thank you very much for asking, Rick. Appreciate that, mate. So hope you're having a good weekend as well, Rick. Thank you for being with us, mate. Good to see you. Spurs now still trying to work out from the back. And they play it back to the goalkeeper as Newcastle pressing from the front here really well. Now Spurs find some space as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now coming forward into the Newcastle half as they keep working it down this near side, working it towards the edge of the Newcastle box. Newcastle trying to challenge for it as an attempted cross comes in. And I think it's just deflected off the... No, it's not. It's giving us a goal kick. So goal kick to Newcastle. So if you're just joining us, guys, we're 11 minutes in and it's still 0-0. And Mika saying, good evening, Rick. Top stuff. Thank you. Classy guy. Thank you, Mika. Classy guy. And Stevie saying, hi, Rick. Is your Sunday going good? Thank you, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Rick saying, my Sunday has been okay. Thank you. Good to hear, mate. Top stuff. Good to hear. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the positive vibes. It's now Newcastle with the possession at the back. Spurs coming to press the ball as it's knocked out wide on this near side, and that's going to go out for a Spurs throw-in. So Scar, the Newcastle player, has just tried to clear that ball, has ended up actually injuring himself. Yeah, I think it's how he's fallen. Fell under pressure trying to clear that ball, and it looks like he's hurt his hip, I think. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Mika's saying, I like Manchester City. Right. Okay, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, they just got a good win against Luton. Got to give credit to Luton, though. They're giving some of the big clubs a challenge, aren't they, when they go down to Luton? But City managing to get the 3 points today. As now Spurs coming forward. Ball played forward, but it's intercepted by Newcastle. Newcastle now chipping the ball forward down this near side as Spurs challenge for it. And now Spurs win it back. But immediately under pressure by Newcastle as Spurs just knocking it about on this near side. Trying to work through the press from Newcastle as now they play the ball into the centre. Challenge comes in and the referee's given the free kick there. So free kick for Spurs, close to the halfway line, but just inside their own half on the edge of the centre circle. Ball taken short as now Spurs knocking the ball out wide to that far side, but it's intercepted by Newcastle. Newcastle now coming forward down in the centre as a challenge comes in and the referee gives the foul there for Newcastle. Stevie saying, jolly good, Rick. Nice one, Stevie. Mika saying, the Lego Fortnite is good. I'm a bit old school, me, mate. I kind of like the Lego how it used to be when I was a kid. You could use your imagination more, just build anything and everything. But obviously times move on. I've seen it advertised, mate. Looks interesting. Mika. Sorry, guys, just break off as Spurs now coming forward. Newcastle challenge for the ball on that far side as Spurs now quickly turn defence into attack as now they play the ball forward to Son. Son now coming racing towards the edge of the Newcastle box as Newcastle managed to get the challenge in. Oh, we've got a foul on this near side with Son barging into that challenge and a flailing arm. Let's just see the replay. Yeah, he lost the ball. and he was a little bit frustrated with losing the ball, and then came over and, yeah, just an arm straight into a Newcastle player's face. So foul. Son showing his frustration there, but you can't really complain about that. It's been made quite clear about hands in the face, but it shows his desire to win that he's showing that frustration. So the Newcastle player Scara uh, is just gone over to the touchline to get a drink. There's a player that seemed to have the hip knocked to his hip. Oh, sorry, guys. Tottenham now on the attack. Ball crossed into the box as it's headed away. Tottenham picking up the pieces on that far side, just playing it back as they keep the pressure on now. Newcastle getting bodies back behind the ball as Spurs now chip the ball back out wide to that far side. Looking for another opportunity for a cross, taking it to the byline as the ball attempted to be crossed in, but it takes a deflection and goes behind for a corner to Spurs on the far side of the field. Mika saying face blue, smile face blue, smile face blue, smile. Okay, mate. Thank you for that, Mika. Yeah, that's 4 points, I think, City now away from Liverpool. They've closed the gap, haven't they, with that 3 points this afternoon? Quite surprising to see Villa up there. Villa having a fantastic season so far. As the corner comes in, it's knocked away. Both sets of players challenge for it. As the ball deflects out wide to this near side, and eventually it's knocked out of play for a throw in. So now Tottenham coming again as they play the ball out wide on this near side. Now, ball just knocked into the centre as Newcastle come to press the ball. Spurs with the possession played out wide to that far side. Now trying to play in behind, but Newcastle intercept it as they blast the ball out on that far side and it goes out for a throw in. Throw in taken quickly for Tottenham as now they play it into the centre. Looking to come forward as uh, Newcastle pressing the ball well from the front here as Spurs forced to play it out to this near side. But now Spurs with a ball over the top as they come into the box. Newcastle trying to challenge for it, but Spurs managing to retain it as they look to try and create some space. Ball played back out towards the edge of the box as now Spurs trying to create some space, forced to play it out wide on that far side as Newcastle compact their defence at the moment, making it difficult for Spurs to break them down as now Spurs switch the play out to this near side as they try to come again into the box, but again blocked off by Newcastle as the ball is knocked into the centre. And then again played back out to Son on this near side. Ball crossed in. Richarlison sliding in there to try and knock it into the back of the net, but the ball just an inch away from him and couldn't get to it quick enough. And the Newcastle goalkeeper managing to intercept that to relieve the pressure for Newcastle momentarily. But good idea there by Spurs. Stevie's saying, awesome, Mika. Thank you, Stevie. And Mika with a thumbs up there to Rick. Top stuff. Thank you, mate. And also, Stevie, thank you, Mika. Loving the positivity, mate. What a guy. True, real gentleman. Thank you, mate. And also me as well. Yeah. Thank you, Mika. Right back at you, mate. Right back at you. Now, Newcastle with the possession out wide on this near side as Spurs come to challenge for it and it deflects off Richarlison, goes out for a throw in to Newcastle on this near side. So Trippier to take the throw in. As the ball comes in, Spurs immediately challenge for it. And again, it's just a bit scruffy, knocking Bruno to the ground there. So the referee giving the free kick to Newcastle. Spurs hungry to win the ball back whenever they don't have it, but there's some of their challenges are a bit scruffy. Mika saying, I'm not sure what that's saying. Fry. So now Newcastle with the free kick on this near side. Ball kick long down the field. As Spurs intercept it. Now it's played out wide to this near side. As now Spurs coming forward. Ball played to Richarlison. He knocks it out wide to that far side. As now Spurs working their way towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in. And it goes past everybody. And comes out the other side as it's bounced out of play. But Spurs really showing great desire so far in this early stages of the game. But just not very clinical at the moment. Now the ball played out wide on that far side as Newcastle intercept it. Spurs challenge for it as Spurs now win it back, playing it into the centre as it's knocked back towards the halfway line. Newcastle trying to challenge for it, but Spurs play it now into the centre as now they come racing forward down the middle, getting into the box, and they tried to play the 1-2 there, but it deflected off Newcastle. Now Newcastle with the possession. Got to play it down on the pitch on the far side. Referee's not even seen it, as now he has, and he's stopped the play. Yeah, it's Joe Linton on the pitch, down on the pitch on that far side. Mika saying, Rick, Alan, and Gaz, thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Right, back at you. Thank you, top man. So now, I'm just waiting for this free kick. Ball knocked out of play again on that far side. Throw into Spurs. Ball comes in as Spurs now playing it back to the halfway line as it's challenged by Newcastle. Newcastle now with the possession as they play it back to their defensive line. Now it's knocked forward as they try to work the ball out to this near side. Now the ball chipped forward up towards the halfway line as Spurs challenge for it, but Newcastle now coming forward as another scruffy challenge there by Spurs. And again, well, they've got to watch this Spurs. They're giving away too many sloppy free kicks by I totally understand it, guys. It's hunger, it's desire to win the ball back. I get that. And respect for the Spurs players showing that commitment, that desire. But they've got to be a bit more tactful with it because they're just lunging into challenges. And that's a number of free kicks now they've had go against them for scruffy challenges. And we're only 25 minutes into the game. If they're not careful, they're going to end up with another game where they end up down to 10 men if they're not careful with some of these challenges. Now, Newcastle with a free kick. It's chipped forward into the boxes. It just couldn't keep it in there, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And I think the Newcastle player there has injured himself. I'm sure he's bashed himself off the advertising hoardings. Now the ball knocked out wide to this near side. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Would be appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already. Now Spurs with the ball played into the centre. So they knock it out wide to that far side. Ball chipped forward as headed back in the direction it came from by Newcastle as Spurs pick up the loose ball. Mika saying the video. The video? How do you mean, mate? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, Spurs coming forward as they work the ball into the box, and now Spurs with a goal! Oh, Spurs have smashed it into the back of the net. Well, it's been coming. It's been coming. They've been piling the pressure on, keeping Newcastle on the back foot for large parts of this first 25 minutes, and they finally found the breakthrough. It was just ball on the halfway line. And it was just played forward, knocked out wide to this near side as Son crossed it into the box. And it's a simple tap in for Spurs. Well, good team goal, that, guys. And that gives Spurs the lead. So, yeah, sorry, Mika, I'm not following you there, mate. But thank you for the positive vibes, mate. I'm not sure if you're talking about the stream or a video that I've uploaded on the channel. But thank you, Mika. Top stuff, mate. Now, Spurs coming down that far side again as the ball crossed in, knocked away by Newcastle. Hassan, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Hassan. Hassan saying, please click the like button. It helps the channel. Thank you, Hassan. What a gentleman. Thank you, mate. Top guy. Thank you, Hassan. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend so far, Hassan. And thank you for that, mate. Really appreciate the positive vibes and the encouragement. Top man. Thank you, mate. Mika, I'm not sure if you're still there, mate. You didn't answer my question, mate. I asked you where Frankfurt are now in the league, where you guys sitting in the league. If you could let me know, I'd be interested, mate. Oh, now Newcastle on the attack as they work the ball down this near side. Ball knocked into the box. Spurs have knocked it behind, and that will be a corner for Newcastle. Mika saying that's right. Heresy. Hassan, thank you. Mika, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. So corner to come in for Newcastle. Stevie's saying, hi, Hassan, thank you. Nice one, Stevie. Corner comes in. Oh, the referee's blown the whistle for a foul in the box here. So that will be a goal kick to Tottenham. Thank you, Stevie. Mika saying, I mean stream. Okay, nice one, mate. Thank you. Mika, appreciate the positive vibes, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I was a little bit confused because obviously on the channel it does categorize things into streams and videos from my point of view anyway. But thank you for that, Mika. Really appreciate your positivity, mate. Thank you. It's now Spurs coming forward, knocking the ball out wide to this near side. As now the ball played forward as Spurs work it out wide on that far side. As now they come towards the box, ball crossed in and a shot, but it's just wide. He just tried to guide it into the back of the net there, but he's got his angles wrong and it's gone just wide of this near side post. Pure Loyalist, how you doing, mate? Pure Loyalist saying hi there. Hi there, folks. Sorry, I didn't make it for the Hearts game yesterday. I was at the Rangers v Dundee game, 3-1 victory. Great news today. Kilmarnock beat Celtic 2-1. Hope all's well with everyone. Thank you, mate. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, pure loyalist. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed the family time the other night, mate. Uh, and yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Yesterday's stream was really disappointing anyway. Really shockingly disappointing, if I'm honest. Hey, Matt, I want to do Scottish football, but I can't keep doing it if it's getting numbers like that. What we got yesterday, that was shocking, absolutely shocking. But not to worry, keep up the grind. I'm sure I'll learn what games you guys want me to stream. But definitely, that game wasn't appreciated yesterday. So it's all about learning at the moment. But thank you. I appreciate your kind words, Pure Lost. Hope you enjoyed the Rangers game. Now, Tottenham knocking the ball out wide to this near side, but Son's just run it out of play there as the ball just getting away from him. So Newcastle with a thrown back to the goalkeeper. Stevie saying, hi, loyalist, hope you're well. Thank you, Stevie. Pure Loyalist saying, Gaz, Stevie, Rick, Mark, Hassan. And also Pure Loyalist saying, Stevie, mate, thanks. All good. Awesome. Thank you, mate. I always appreciate you guys acknowledging Stevie. Stupid thing. Sorry, guys. My bad. Pressed the wrong button there. So Newcastle now with a throw in on this near side. Deep inside their own half as the ball comes in. Mika saying, bye, I'm having dinner. No worries, Mika. Thank you for dropping in, mate. Appreciate it. Enjoy your evening meal, mate, and look after yourself. Stay safe and well. Thank you for dropping in. Always a pleasure, Mika. Good to hear for you. Your team winning this afternoon. Yeah, Mika is a big Frankfurt fan. And Frankfurt beating Bayern today, guys. 5-1. So that sets up that game against Man United quite interesting, done it? With United losing against Bournemouth and Bayern Munich losing against Frankfurt. So both going into it on the back of a little bit of an embarrassing defeat in the Champions League when they go head to head in midweek. Now Spurs with the ball knocked out wide on that far side. But thank you for that, Mika. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate. Stay safe and well. Take care. Thank you. Now Newcastle with the ball, not forward. As now they play it into the box. And Newcastle with a shot. And the goalkeeper manages to get down low and make the save. Pure Loyalist saying, enjoy it, Mika. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Stevie saying, jolly good, Loyalist. Absolutely. Thank you, Stevie. And thumbs up there from Pure Loyalist. Thank you, mate. Now, Spurs coming forward. The offside flag's gone up here. Stevie saying, thanks, Mika. Enjoy. Nice one, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Gone 13, is that? Gone 13 is saying, who assisted? Son assisted the goal, mate. Son assisted the goal. He crossed it in from the near side on this near side of the pitch. Welcome to Fanden. Gone 13. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend. Take it you might be a Spurs fan. Let us know if you are or not, mate. But yeah, it was Son with the assist. Now Newcastle with the possession on that far side. As the ball played into the centre. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side as it's played in behind, and Newcastle going to get the offside flag there. Yeah, he was miles offside. What's he thinking getting himself that far offside, Almiron? Yeah, miles offside. So thank you for that, Gone 13. Hope that answers your question, mate. Pure Law is saying, "Gone. Hello, hit the like button, please. Helps the guys out. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the encouragement." Now Spurs playing the ball down that far side as it's chipped out wide to this near side. But Newcastle intercept it before Spurs now picking it up, coming into the box. But eventually Newcastle intercept it and they've knocked it out wide on this near side. Spurs now with the throw-in as they play it in uh, towards the box on this near side, but it's intercepted by Newcastle. Newcastle trying to create some space there, but they've ended up knocking it out of play, and that will be another throw into Tottenham. Tottenham now with the possession as they knock it back up the field. Now playing it back out wide to this near side as quite congested. They're struggling to work the way through the press from Newcastle as now they switch to play out to that far side. Now coming forward as it's played towards the edge of the box. Challenge comes in from Newcastle. Nothing given as Newcastle managing to intercept it in the box. Now clearing the lines, but they've given it straight back to Spurs further up the field. As now Tottenham come again. Playing it into the centre as Newcastle come to challenge for it, but Spurs just play it back to the halfway line as now they play it forward, but it's intercepted by Newcastle as a challenge comes in there from Richarlison. Got to be careful, Spurs, with some of these challenges as now the ball knocked out wide and Son keeps it in as he comes into the box now. Trippier trying to challenge him. Son taking it to the byline and it's crossed in and Richarlison smashes it into the back of the net for the second. 37 minutes gone. Tottenham 2, Newcastle 0. Well, Newcastle kind of creating their own problems here a little bit because when they get the ball, they are losing the possession so cheaply. And Spurs showing real hunger and desire whenever they're in possession. Now the ball. Yeah, we come in with the ball from this near side, Son, right, almost right along the byline and took it right towards the edge of the goal and just had to cross it in gently for Richarlison to tap it into the back of the net. Gone 13 saying, sorry, didn't hear who assisted. Son, mate. It was Son in the first goal. And he's just assisted the second as well. Gone 13 saying, yes, he's in my FPL team. Come on, Spurs. Okay, mate. Cool. Thank you for that. Gone 13. Now, ball knocked out wide on this near side as we're back underway. Newcastle knocking the ball up the field as it's intercepted by the Spurs goalkeeper as he just comes out wide on this near side. Now Tottenham with the possession at the back as Newcastle coming to press from the front and Spurs just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball knocked out wide with a long crossfield ball out to that far side. And now Spurs with space to run into as they come forward. Richarlison now playing it into the middle. As Spurs working towards the edge of the box. Ball knocked out to Son. As Son now in the box looking for the space, but he's blocked off there by Newcastle as he knocks it out wide to that far side. But Spurs still with a possession in the box as eventually Newcastle tried to clear it and it deflects off one of the Tottenham players and goes out for a throw-in on that far side. Gone 13 saying, come on, Son. Haha. Thank you, mate. Yeah, he's having a good game so far. Ball cleared up the field, and now the referee blows for a foul. So it's going to be a free kick to Spurs out on that far side, inside the Newcastle half. Pure Lawless is saying, I'm not sure. Gone. Someone will let you know. Yeah, I just did say, hopefully you heard me. It was Son with the assist, so hopefully you heard me. He's assisted both goals. But thank you, Pure Loyalist. Appreciate you trying to answer his question, mate. Top man. Two gentlemen. Thank you, mate. Gone 13 is saying, I subscribe. Great channel. Thank you, mate. Very kind of you. Appreciate your kind words. Awesome. A pleasure to have you with us, Gone 13. Welcome to Fanden and the Fanden community. It's now Spurs with a shot from the edge of the box, but it's gone wide, and that will be a goal kick to Newcastle. But thank you, Gone 13. And as I say, mate, big welcome to you, and welcome to the Fanden community. I'm sure some of the regular Fanden members of the Fanden community will welcome you as well. But appreciate you subscribing, mate. Thank you. Really great to have you with us. Stevie saying, hi, Gone. Sorry, not sure. Yeah, hopefully he heard me. I just said son, so hopefully he's heard me. But thank you, Stevie. Now, Newcastle with the possession as they win it in the centre there off Spurs, but quickly knocking it back as now Spurs have challenged. Spurs, another shot. Well, Newcastle are absolutely shocking at the back at the moment. They won the ball back there and had time to clear it, but instead they held on to the ball and allowed Spurs to make the challenge, and literally yards away from the box. And Spurs made the challenge, won it back, and almost got another goal. Now Newcastle knocking the ball forward as they come forward down this near side, working it towards the edge of the box. It's the referee's blown for. What's he blown for here? Offside. Well, another late flag by the linesman. Shocking with these late flags, guys. Really shocking. Stevie saying thanks for the sub, Connor. Thank you, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Pure Lol is saying gone. Clapping hands. Brilliant. Welcome to the Fanden. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Absolutely top man. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Always appreciate your positivity, mate. That's reminded me as well, I remember. Pure Lawless. Apologies, mate. I got confused with what you were saying the other day. You sent me a message saying that you were sent a picture. I thought you'd actually sent a picture, like a picture separate. Sorry, guys, just break off here. A Son racing down the middle, knocks it out wide, and now Spurs with the ball. Well, the goal. Well, I don't know who got the last touch to that, but it was blocked off. It all happened so fast that then. Yeah, Son racing down the field there at pace as he comes into the box. He knocked it out wide to this near side. The ball was crossed in. Yeah, Richarlison trying to head it in. There was loads of bodies racing back there. Spurs players, Newcastle players, all in a melee, and just couldn't see who got the last touch to it. But it's a corner for Spurs. Corner comes in, headed towards goal, and the goalkeeper makes the save. And now Newcastle quickly trying to play out from the back as they knock the ball out wide on this near side. Now it's chipped forward, but it's a poor one, and it's bounced out of play for a throw into Spurs midway inside their own half. So thank you for that, Pure Lost. Yes, I was just trying to say there, mate. You sent me a message, didn't you, saying that about a picture. I thought you'd sent the picture actually as a picture. I didn't understand what you was getting at. So my apologies for that. But I've realised since because Stevie pointed it out to me. I think that I got confused when you were trying to tell me. You are meaning the picture in your profile picture, wasn't you? On your obviously your profile picture thing. I thought you meant you'd actually sent me a picture. So I was looking for a picture that you'd sent me, not realizing that you meant the actual profile picture on your account. So my apologies. So yes, I had a look at it, mate. That's one of the Rangers players in the picture with you in it in the background. So yeah, my apologies for that, Pure Loris. Just thought I'd explain the confusion. Like I say, the way you worded it made me think that you'd actually sent a picture. So I got confused with it. So my apologies. So hopefully that clears that up, mate. And Yeah, big thank you to Stevie pointing that out to me because I got confused with it. Um, and also thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Appreciate the positivity towards Gone 13. Gone 13 saying, Son, assist again. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, we did, mate. He's having a fantastic game, showing real hunger. We got 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half, guys. Ball comes in. It's now Newcastle knocked the ball into the centre as now they come forward inside the Spurs half. Tottenham trying to challenge for it, but Newcastle managing to retain it as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now Newcastle playing the ball back into the centre before a long crossfield ball out to this near side. Now the ball played into the box as Tottenham just managing to intercept it there. Bissouma with the touch, knocking it behind for a corner to Newcastle on this near side. Pure Law is saying, Stevie, the fan den is building up. Yep, it's building steadily and slowly. We'll just have to keep chipping away. But I'll keep working on it, guys. Got plenty more to come. Loads of great ideas for the future of Fandom. Just doing a lot of match watch-alongs at the moment to make it easier for fans to find us. But yeah, plenty of great stuff. I've got ideas for good stuff. Hopefully, you guys going to like in the future. But one step at a time. But thank you for that, Pure Laws. Appreciate the positive vibes. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. So the ball has been knocked out of play on the far side for a throw into Tottenham, midway inside their own half. Gunner 13 saying gold to be good to be here from first day. Gonna be one day. I know it. Thank you very much, Gunner. Appreciate the positivity, mate. Thank you. As I say, guys, if Fanden becomes successful, yes, hopefully my hard work will contribute to it. But you guys that come in, regular members of the Fanden community, coming in with the positive vibes is a massive help, guys. So you guys help a lot with building the channel. So if it is a success, I would definitely be giving you guys a pat on the back for your contribution to helping Fanden grow, and also your positive vibes, always appreciated. So thank you. Like I said, guys, we're doing it together. Ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's Tottenham now with a cross into the box, and it's knocked behind. And that will be the last kick of the half as the referee blows the halftime whistle. So let's have a look at the halftime match stats, guys. Let's see how both teams look on paper in numbers after that first half. And I think it's going to look very one-sided, in honesty, guys. But we'll have a look. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to bring it on the screen in a moment so you guys can see it. So just bear with me a second, please, guys. Here we go. All right, so let's get rid of that. And here we go. I'm going to share it on the screen now. Don't worry if you can't read it, guys. If you're listening in on a small device, I will read it out to you so you don't be straining your eyes trying to look at a small screen. So here we go, guys. This is how the first half has gone in numbers. Total shots, 11 for Tottenham, 4 for Newcastle. Shots on target, 5 for Tottenham, 1 for Newcastle. Possession, 65% for Tottenham, 35% for Newcastle. Passes, 277 for Tottenham, 154 for Newcastle. Pass accuracy, 85% for Tottenham, 74% for Newcastle. Fouls, six apiece. So both teams getting 6 fouls. Yellow cards, none. No red cards. Offsides, 1 for Newcastle. 1 for Tottenham, 2 for Newcastle. And corners, 3 for Tottenham and 2 for Newcastle. So there you go, guys. Just to quickly let you know, in case you missed the earlier kickoffs, guys, it finished in the Premier League. Everton 2, Chelsea nil. That's a full-time result. Fulham 5, West Ham nil, full-time result. And Luton 1, Manchester City 2, also a full-time result. Those are the Premier League results. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, it finished Kilmarnock 2, Celtic 1. So that's a big result in Scotland as far as the Scottish title race is concerned. Into the Ladies Super League, guys. Arsenal won earlier today 4-1 against Chelsea Ladies. That's a full-time result. Brighton Ladies getting a 2-2 draw with Leicester Ladies. Liverpool Ladies 1-1 with Bristol City Ladies. And West Ham Ladies losing 1-0 to Everton Ladies. Tottenham Ladies playing Manchester United Ladies. Kicks off at 6:45 this evening. So I think that brings you guys bang up to date. Double check. Oh, yeah, Scottish ladies games as well, guys, today. Montrose Ladies won 3-2 against Dundee United Ladies. Partick Thistle Ladies losing 4-1 to Hearts Ladies. Celtic Ladies winning 7-0 against the Spartan Ladies. Those are also full-time results. Games that are currently playing, guys. Hamilton Academic Ladies currently losing 1-0 to Aberdeen Ladies. Motherwell Ladies currently losing 3-0 to Rangers Ladies. And Hibernian Ladies currently losing 2-1 to Glasgow City Ladies. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with the games around the UK. One or two, guys. I'm not going to read out all the European results, guys, but there is one or two that I'll tell you that you might be interested in. So, yeah. Stuttgart drawn 1-1 with Bayer Leverkusen. FC Cologne 0-0 with Mainz, but that game is still playing. And in Italy, nothing really to tell you about of significance. In France, Nice winning 2-1 against Reims. Clermont 0-0 with Lille, and Metz losing 1-0 to Brest. Strasbourg 2-1 winners against Le Havre, and Lyon currently winning 2-0 against Toulouse. So yeah, that's nothing else. There's a few other games, guys, but I'm sure if you're interested in those other European games, you'll know about it. So thank you for that, Gone 13. Appreciate it, mate. Pure Law is saying claps to Gone. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Laws. I appreciate the positivity, mate. Stevie's saying if it sure is loyalist with Gaz putting in all his hard work. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Kind of you to say. Like I say, if it's successful, it will be all of us contributing to making it a success, not just me. But thank you for your kind words, Stevie, and encouragement. Really is encouraging, especially after some of this week's disappointing streams. But it is what it is. You have good weeks, as I've learned with building the channel. You have weeks that really do well and can be quite surprising with some really good numbers. And then other weeks where it's quite surprising with really disappointing numbers. So it is what it is. We keep chipping away. But as I say, guys, if we make Fandom a success, it will be all of us contributing to it. So thank you, Stevie. Appreciate the kind words, mate. Gone 13 saying, yes, I heard you. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, top, man. Thank you, Gone 13. Nice one, mate. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, appreciate that, mate. It was just obviously some of the guys were trying to obviously respond to your comments, so they weren't ignoring you. And I appreciate that, but obviously I wasn't sure if you'd heard me. So thank you for letting me know. Gone 13, appreciated, mate. It is appreciated. Some people just don't respond to comments that I make or questions that I ask. So sometimes I need to be a little bit insistent. It don't mean to be rude or bad mannered us or anything. It's just obviously I'm trying to engage with you guys. I'm trying to get to know you guys as football fans, but also as friends as well. So sometimes, like I say, some people are very quick to respond to questions. Some people just ignore questions. So sometimes I need to be a little bit pushy with it. So apologies. And thank you, Gone 13. Appreciate you letting me know, mate. Pure Law is saying compliments to both you and you guys and Stevie. Thank you, Pure Law. It's very kind of you to say, mate. Like I say, if we're going to make, as I say, guys, don't want to keep banging on about it, but if Banden is going to be a success, it's going to be a team effort of all of us chipping in with you guys coming in and encouraging positivity, making the effort to be friendly and welcoming to everybody, and making the effort to just be positive and enjoy the sport we love. And it's really appreciated, guys. Like I say, Banden grows to be a success, we will all have contributed to it. So thank you, Pure Lawless. I really appreciate your kind words. Pure Lawless also saying, Gone, where are you from and what's your football team if choice, mate? Thank you, Pure Lawless. Hassan saying, Gone, welcome. Nice one, Hassan. Thank you, Hassan. Really appreciate the positivity, mate. Thank you for your kind welcome to Gone 13. Appreciate it, Hassan. What a guy. Top man. Thank you, mate. Pure Lawless with a thumbs up as well. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Mika saying, I'm back. Awesome. Welcome back, Mika. Good to have you back with us, mate. Can you answer my question, Mika, if you don't mind? I was trying to ask you where Frankfurt are sitting now in the league, if you can tell me, mate. Would be appreciated, or I can look it up. But I thought you might like to tell me. Obviously, Frankfurt getting a good result this weekend against Bayern. Who are you playing in Europe as well, Mika? You guys got a European tie this week as well, haven't you? But thank you for that, mate. Gone 13 saying, I'm from Spain. I'm from Spain, but I live in England for 3 years, probably some of the best years of my life. I am a really Madrid. I'm a real. Oh, Madrid. Is that meant to be Real Madrid? Sorry, it's spelled. My apologies. Real Madrid. I think that's meant to say Real Madrid supporter. However, love watching Prem since the games have more action than La Liga. Well, massive respect to you, Gone 13, for giving an honest opinion there, mate. Massive respect, because a lot of fans will not be that honest. So big respect there to Gone 13, letting us know that he's from Spain, a big Real Madrid fan, but being very honest with his assessment of La Liga compared to Premier League. Personally, myself, guys, I'm not a big fan of every league's different. That's what makes football beautiful, and that's why we love it. So I'm not a lot of fans like to make comparisons, but a lot of fans are not that honest. So massive respect to you, Gone 13. Really appreciate your honest opinion there, mate. Really shows you're a true football fan that you can have an honest and be so honest with your opinion there. So thank you, mate. Thank you, top man. Gone 13 saying, think it. Thing is, since I am doing homework and can't be watching the match, I found this live to listen to and watch a bit whilst I do my homework. And it's lovely. Thank you, Gone 13. Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us, mate. And as I say, really appreciate your kind words, mate. Thank you very much. What a guy. Absolutely classy guy. A pleasure to have you with us, mate. And as I say, really do appreciate your kind words. What a classy guy. Thank you, mate. Pure Lawless saying, hello, Mika. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. Pure Lawless saying, Gone, well done. I'm from Scotland, UK. Enjoy your time with Fanden. You'll find it easy talking hassle-free and a great chat hosted by two of the best, Gaz and Stevie. Well, Pure Loyalist, what a guy. Thank you, mate. Really do appreciate your kind words. Absolute classic guy again. You guys are just class, just class. What more can I say? You guys are absolutely class. Really does. Why can't we have more people like in the world like you guys that just want to enjoy the sport, enjoy talking fans. Hopefully, we're going to find more as we continue to build Fandom. But being here on Fandom, YouTube is worlds away from the viciousness that we sometimes witness on social media and the unnecessary hate. So, yeah, you guys, absolutely class. Thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. You are an absolute gentleman. Really appreciate your kind words. And as I keep saying, guys, we are all contributing to Fandom, all of us, you guys included. Pure Loyalist saying, Bianca and Mrs. Loyalist, get that like button hit. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Very kind of you to ask them, mate. I totally understand if they're busy. Bianca is Bianca. That obviously I know that's your daughter. Is that the one that's had the baby, mate? Is it Bianca that's had the baby, or have you got another daughter as well? Um, but thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Appreciated, mate. Gone 13 saying, what team do you support, Gaz? I'm a Bolton fan, mate, but I just love football. I just love football. I'm a big football fan. I love my club. No question about that. But what made me start building Fandom was seeing what happened to my club a few years ago. That was a big driving force to me building Fandom. But I do love my club, but I love football more. I always say that because it's true. I do love my club. That's my club where I was born. That's why I support them. I always wish them well. I always support them. I've been to loads of games when I was younger. I don't go to as many games now I'm older, but that's more through difficulties of work commitments, things like that. But I do go when I get the chance. But when I was younger, I used to go a lot more, a lot. I used to go quite a lot when I was younger. But like I say, mate, Bolton is my club, but I love football more. I love football more, and I can appreciate watching other teams without the hatred or the bias. Um, so yeah, thank you for that. Gone 13. Pure Lol is saying commentary is definitely improving, Gaz, mate. Stick in, you deserve it, mate. Well, very nice of you to say, Pure Lawless. I still feel like I'm a bit rough around the edges, to be fair. But thank you. Really appreciated. Yeah, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to do it with my own style, so that you guys understand what's going in the game. Which is why sometimes you might not hear me mentioning players' names so much. Sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes it's because I don't. We're doing games of teams that I don't know the players as well. But sometimes it's because I know it's easier for you guys to follow it if I actually describe what's going on in the pitch and the way the ball's moving around the pitch rather than describing players, because as we know in the modern game, you can get attacking players being forward, they can be out wide, they can be on the back helping out the defense, and that can make it more confusing for you guys to understand what's going on in the pitch. So I try to describe it different in my own style, where you guys actually understand where the ball and the action is on the pitch. I'm not saying I get it right all the time, but that's why I try to do it that way. Which is obviously slightly different to what you probably hear on the normal radio and TV. But like I say, I don't want to copy other people, guys. I'm very much like that. I do things my own way. I like to be a free thinker and do things my own way. I'm definitely, definitely not one of these people that I don't know. I just like I say, I've just got my own way of doing things. I'm just confident in my own personality and just try to make my own way. So yeah, we're back underway though, guys, as we're now back with the players on the field as the game has just kicked off for the second half. Spurs with the possession. Hassan is saying Celtic gave away 2 late goals and now only leading Rangers by 5 points, who also have a game in hand. For sure, it will be an exciting season. That's what we want, mate. That is what we want. Thank you, Hassan. Yep, that is what we want, mate. We want a title race. Uh, well, me personally, I want a title race in both Scotland and in the English Premier League as well, guys. Nothing worse than a League One team running away with the league, and then it just becomes a bit predictable, doesn't it? So I certainly don't want to see Manchester City win it again this season, and it would be certainly nice to see a different club winning it rather than Celtic up in Scotland. Nothing against Celtic or Manchester City. It's just I like to see different teams winning it because it's more competitive. It's more enjoyable for us as fans if we see different teams winning the league titles. But that's just my opinion, guys. I'm sure if you're a fan of those clubs, you're going to think differently, but that's fair enough. I respect your thinking, but all I ask is you give me that same consideration. Um, so thank you for that, Hassan. Top man. Well said. So Newcastle currently with the possession as they knock the ball out wide on that far side. It's challenged by Spurs as Spurs trying to knock it away as it's now headed into the centre of the field. Both sets of players challenging for it at the moment as now Newcastle managed to get it down, playing it out wide to that far side. It's now Newcastle coming towards the edge of the box, taking it towards the byline. Challenge comes in from Spurs, and the ball is deflected behind, and that would be a corner to Newcastle on the far side of the field. Wrong way. So thank you for that, Hassan. Pure Lord saying, Hassan, it's going to be very close, mate. It certainly is. So now Newcastle with the possession on this near side. Thank you for that, Pure Lawlist. Now Newcastle back with the possession as they try to work it down that far side. Uh, Now playing it back into the centre. Oh, and now Spurs have intercepted it with Richarlison as he plays it out wide to that far side. Now loads of space for Spurs to run into as they come forward down that far side, coming into the box without a challenge as the ball crossed in and it's headed back in towards the box there by Spurs. But Newcastle managing to intercept it as they knock it away. And now Spurs picking up the loose ball further up the field as now Newcastle have managed to get bodies back behind the ball. Spurs playing it out wide on that far side before knocking it back to their centre backs in the centre circle. Now it's played out to this near side as now Tottenham coming forward, working the ball up towards the edge of the box as the ball chipped in. Oh, and Newcastle. Oh, well, sorry, guys, the camera deceiving me there. I thought Newcastle were about to score an own goal, but they've not. They've knocked it out to this near side. Camera really deceived me there then. As now Newcastle trying to relieve the pressure at the back as they play the ball out wide to that far side. Now coming forward up towards the halfway line as they knock the ball forward. Now trying to get in behind the Spurs defence. The Spurs quickly challenge, pushing Newcastle out wide. And now the referee has blown for a foul. So Newcastle with a free kick in a reasonably good position out on the far side, right next to the edge of the pitch. Um, Close to goal. It's um, within the boundaries of the box, right out on that far side. Gunner 13 saying, I don't follow. He Scottish League should I? Well, it's just that, mate, we're Football Fan Den UK. So obviously here on Football Fan Den UK, we're trying to make the channel welcoming and involve all parts of the UK. So we do cover the Premier League, we cover the English EFL, but we also cover the Scottish SPFL as well. So you will get a good mixture of fans here on Fan Den, not just fans of English clubs, but fans of Scottish clubs. Also, you might even come across Welsh fans once in a while, and possibly even Northern Irish fans, because, like I say, we're trying to give respect to all aspects of UK football here on Fan Den. and make all fans of all leagues within the UK feel welcome and part of what we're trying to do. So you will come across a bit of Scotland chat in the fan then community chat sometimes, mate. Now Newcastle working the ball down that far side as it's crossed into the box, and Newcastle have knocked it wide, and that will be. I'm not sure if it took a deflection there. It was a good cross. Yeah, I think that's going to be a goal kick to Tottenham. I think. Yeah, goal kick to Tottenham. Um, so yeah, that's entirely up to you. Gone 13. I'm sure some of the fans of Scottish clubs will probably tell you, yes, mate. Yeah, there's some good games up there in Scotland. There is some good games. There's just obviously it's not as strong as the Premier League, so it doesn't get the high profileness, but you can get some really cracking games up there, mate. As now the ball worked down that far side as Newcastle come again. Ball crossed into the box and it's knocked behind, and that's going to be a corner again for Newcastle on the far side. And Romero in the box down on the ground at the moment as he's yeah, just a challenge. I'm not sure how he's injured himself there, to be honest. Gaz Elliott, hashtag Glazers are vermin. I like that, mate. I'll come to your comment in a sec, mate. I'll come to your comment in a sec. I'll just wait for this corner. Corner comes in as it's headed away. But Newcastle picking up the pieces outside the box. Now Newcastle coming forward as they work the ball out wide to this near side. Now cutting the ball back inside as the challenge comes in from Spurs. But Newcastle are almost managing to keep it before Spurs knock it away, and it bounces out further up the field inside the Spurs half and goes out for a throw-in. Sorry, mate. So Gaz Elliott, hashtag Glazers are vermin, saying Ten Hag should have been sacked today. Sick of him. Laugh out loud. Uh, well, thank you, Gaz Elliott. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. We respect your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. We're strong believers here at Fan Den that fans should be heard and listened to. Although personally, I'm not a big fan of sacking managers when it's just to change results, because that doesn't happen. Let's be honest, mate. The problem at the Manchester United is the owners. I know you guys want wins, and I understand that Manchester United fans expect their team to aspire and reach the levels of the former successes of the club, and totally understand that, even respect it to a certain degree. But let's be honest, mate, there's been a conveyor belt of managers at Manchester United since Alex Ferguson left, and none of them have been able to achieve success. Even good managers that have won trophies before have struggled at Manchester United. So I totally understand your frustration, mate. I can understand why you want Ten Hag out. But let's be honest, the Glazers are the people you guys should be attacking. Until you get rid of the Glazers, not much is going to change at Man United. I've heard all the hype uh, about the new shares and bringing other people into the club, but I'm sorry, the rot is still there. There's only one way to get the change at Manchester United, and that's fans need to start protesting the Glazers a lot more solidly and starting putting pressure for them to sell the club. It's simple as. It's the only way you're going to get change. United are not going to get back to their best, under my opinion, under any manager, as long as the Glazers own the club. It's as simple as that. But that's just my personal opinion, mate. I respect your opinion. Thank you for sharing that with us, mate. Um, as I say, I do believe that fans should be heard, and I totally agree that yeah, Ten Hag's tactics not quite working. But let's be honest, it's not working because you guys got a team full of players of individuals. There's no unity in that team. Every manager that's come into Manchester United has had trouble creating unity within that squad. And why? Because you've got too many players like Anthony Martial that are just interested in the paycheck. They don't care, no emotional attachment to the club. As long as you've got players like that within the squad, you ain't going to achieve nothing. And it's like I say, I totally respect your opinion, mate. But for me, the biggest problem at Manchester United is not Ten Hag. It's the players on the pitch that are not showing that they deserve to wear that shirt. Every club that has fans, all we request as fans, all we expect, bare minimum, is that players show that they are honoured to wear the shirt of whatever club it is they play for, and they've got the desire to give everything they've got for the fans. So yeah, thank you for that, Gaz Elliott, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Good to have you with us. Now, Spurs losing the ball as Newcastle knocking it out wide to this near side. Now the ball played out wide on that far side as Newcastle now coming forward. Ball played into the centre. Now the ball chipped forward and it's knocked away. Well, I'm not sure which side of the corner flag that's gone, but I think it might be given as a corner. I think it is going to be a corner. So, yep, corner to Newcastle on this near side. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could, would be appreciated. And thank you very much if you have. Corner comes in and it's, oh, right, the goalkeeper managing to knock that away. As now Newcastle with the possession as a challenge comes in. And now Son racing forward as he's complaining there about a challenge. But he's been making a few questionable ones as well. So it seems a bit, he wants. He wants it all his own way. Don't like the challenges coming in on him, but some of the challenges that Son has been putting in this game, respect to him for showing that desire. But you can't have it both ways. Yeah, you could just see there is a pull on the shirt there. So the Newcastle player there just pulling on Son's shirt. So it's Lascalas with the booking for the shirt pull. Correct decision by the referee. How often do we say that at the moment? Where was that with the comments? Apologies, guys. Now Tottenham coming forward down this near side. Ball chipped into the box. As Richarlison with the shot. Oh, and it's into the back of the net. Richarlison just curling it round the goalkeeper. And that gives Spurs a 3-0 lead. 59 minutes gone. Spurs 3, Newcastle 0. Well, it's shocking performance from Newcastle in this one. Pure Loyalist is saying, gone at 13. You can only try, but I'd stay here. To be honest, Scottish football only consists of 2 teams, or so it's said. I myself am a Glasgow Rangers fan. Thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. I think there's more than just 2 teams in Scotland. It's just that the other teams haven't got the finances of Rangers and Celtic. That's the problem. They just haven't got the money. I think Hibs and Hearts could be potentially slightly doing better, challenging at the top. Although they like to consider themselves big clubs, don't they? But I don't never see them filling their stadium regularly. So I know that they are, good sized clubs, but I wouldn't say they're big clubs. And I think they could improve. I think Hibs and Hearts could definitely improve with investment. But like I say, they've just not got that investment and they haven't got the same fan support as what Rangers and Celtic have. So, yeah, thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Very honest opinion there, mate. I appreciate your honesty. Now Newcastle knocking the ball out wide to this near side. Hassan is saying, you're correct, Pure Loyalist. It will be close race, and that will make the season very exciting. Absolutely, Hassan. Thank you for that, mate. Well said. Now Spurs with the possession on that far side as Newcastle have won it back on the halfway line. Now Newcastle trying to come forward again as the challenge comes in again from Spurs. And now Spurs racing forward down the middle as they come towards the box. Ball played in as the shot comes in. Oh, and it's bounced off the inside of the bar and deflects back out as Spurs now with the possession. Knocked out wide on that far side as now they come towards the edge of the box again. Newcastle shifting players across to press the ball, but Spurs just play it back up the field to keep the possession. As now they try to keep Newcastle pegged back. Now ball chipped out wide to this near side as Spurs now coming towards the edge of the box. Ball chipped in. It's deep and it's and it's coming in at the back post there. I think it was Son and he's knocked it wide. But good idea there by Tottenham. And what is going on with Newcastle? They are at 6s and 7s at the moment. But really good effort there towards the back post. Hassan is saying, all right, I read that, didn't I? So thank you, Hassan. Top man, thank you, mate. Awesome from Hassan. Pure Lawless saying, Hassan, too true, mate, too true. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Pure Lawless also saying, Gaz Elliott, hello. Thank you, Pure Lawless. What a gentleman. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the welcome for Gaz Elliott. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. So double substitution here, guys, for Newcastle. So Wilson coming on, Callum Wilson, Longstaff coming on. And it's Isaac and Almiron coming off for Newcastle. Now the ball knocked into the centre as Newcastle intercept it. Now Newcastle playing it out wide on that far side as they knock it forward. And again, asking the forward players to do way too much there. Spurs managing to intercept it and just knock it out of play on that far side. As it takes a deflection as well. But yeah, Wilson looking a little bit frustrated with that then. As now Newcastle win the ball back from the throw-in as the ball comes in. Played into the centre as Newcastle just play it back to their centre backs in the centre circle. So thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Now Newcastle knocking it out wide on this near side as they play it forward. It takes a deflection off the Tottenham defender and goes out for Newcastle throwing deep inside the Tottenham half as Newcastle take it quickly. Now working it back towards the halfway line as now a long crossfield ball out to that far side as they try to push forward now. Still on the far side of the field as Spurs shift players across to press the ball. Now Newcastle playing it back into the centre as they try to look for some space. Ball played forward, but it's cut out by Tottenham. And now Tottenham again racing down the middle. Ball played forward as Newcastle leaving themselves really exposed at the back. Ball pushed out wide on this near side as now Tottenham come into the box. Ball chipped in. And it's almost got it over the top of the goalkeeper there, but it just bounces off the top of the goalpost, the netting on the goal, and out of play. Gone 13 saying, Gaz, I have to be honest, as a Madrid fan, it's amazing watching my team, but a perfect example of today, Fulham beating West Ham 5-0 is crazy. You would never see anything that in La Liga. So I love the Premiership. Thank you very much. Gone 13. Awesome comment. Awesome comment. Um, I'm surprised at that, mate. I'm surprised at that because do you not get like? I mean, obviously, I only watch some of La Liga, and we will be watching more of it, guys, in the future because we're going to start doing a bit of La Liga on the Glasgow channel. At some point, we'll be covering a bit of La Liga, a bit of Italian football, and the other leagues around Europe. We'll be covering a bit of that on Glasgow. But yeah, I'm surprised at that now, mate. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, guys. Spurs coming down that far side as they come into the box. Son now with the ball as he gets the shot off, but the goalkeeper makes the save. And now Newcastle trying to play out from the back. Ball knocked out wide as now Newcastle with a long ball up the field trying to get in behind, but Spurs read it well as they knock it back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper's blasted it out on that far side for a throw-in. So throw-in to Newcastle. But yeah, thank you for that, Gone 30. I'm quite surprised. So you don't have, what about, like, um, yeah, I'm quite surprised at that because Seville do quite well in the Europa League. So do you not like get tasty games with like Seville and Villarreal and do they not have competitiveness between them? Um, and obviously obviously I know Real Madrid very strong in La Liga, but um, I know Real Atletico Madrid normally quite a good game with them, with the derby, obviously, and obviously Barcelona's a rival club as well. So, but yeah, I'm quite surprised to hear you said that, mate. To be fair, I thought you still got some tasty games in La Liga. Ball crossed in for Newcastle. As now we've got a clash of heads. Joe Linton is going to get booked here. I don't see an awful lot wrong with that, to be fair. They both went for the ball. So Porro with a clash of head. Let's just see this again. Oh, there's a lot of yeah, I could see why. It's the viciousness from Joe Linton with the challenge that's got him booked. Yeah, it didn't look it's amazing, is it? Sometimes slowing it down can help, sometimes it can hinder, but yeah, you couldn't see the viciousness in his challenge until you actually seen it slowed down. Now the ball knocked out wide on this near side as Spurs coming forward. Now, ball chipped forward over the top as Newcastle just managed to intercept it and head it back to the goalkeeper. So, yeah, thank you for that. Gone 13, top man. Classy guy. Loving the honesty there, mate. Classy guy. Thank you, mate. Hassan saying it is not only the Scottish League that has two teams, but so also the French and German league. The French league, interesting. Yeah, yeah, possibly. Yeah, I would have thought the French league. I mean, I definitely don't watch the French league. I definitely don't watch that because it's just. I used to watch a bit of it, but since Paris Saint-Germain have got all that money, it's just gone boring. It's just gone boring. It's like, come on, who wants to see one team just dominating the league? It's bad enough seeing City when they do it, but at least there's teams in this country that actually try to challenge them. But in France, PSG have been so. I think they only recently lost the league, didn't they? Was it last season or the season before? I'm not sure, but I think they only lost that because they took the foot off the gas just through complacency more than anything. Um, but yeah, I think that the French league definitely needs some investment in some of the other clubs to make it more competitive, I think. But that's just my opinion, guys. That's just my personal opinion. You guys welcome to uh, think for yourself and share your thoughts if you wish in the chat. Now, Spurs with the possession. I say now come forward. I think we're going to be having a Spurs change in a minute, guys. We're on 71 minutes gone. 3-0 to Tottenham. Newcastle have not looked at their best, but in fairness, you could argue that Spurs have made them look average because Spurs have been hungry since the first whistle. Now, Newcastle knocking the ball out wide on that far side. So thank you for that, Hassan. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, mate. Appreciated. Gaz Elliott saying, hello, Pure Lawless. Awesome. Thank you, Gaz Elliott. Top stuff, mate. Awesome. Welcome. Loving the positivity, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's what we're all about here at Fandom. Good fans coming together and enjoying the sport we love with respect. So top stuff, Gaz Elliott. Thank you for embracing that, mate. Top stuff. Ball played down this near side as another challenge comes in here, guys. Bruno with the challenge. So we're about to have the double sub here for Tottenham, guys. As the Spurs fans stand and applaud their players. I'm not sure if this is a double. So Richarlison's coming off. So it's Sarr and Richarlison coming off, and it's Hotspur and Lo Celso coming on. And I think we're having Newcastle subs here as well, guys. So, yeah, Newcastle making another substitution here. Now, back underway. As Tottenham playing the ball down this near side. Ball played forward as Tottenham trying to work through the congestion there, but Newcastle have managed to win it back as now they play it out wide on this near side. Ball knocked forward, but Spurs quickly come and block off the cross, and it's gone out for throw into Newcastle midway inside their own half. Gunner 13 saying, I follow the French and German a bit. Awesome. Well, like I say, mate, we're gonna be doing a bit of that ourselves on the channel, but not here on Fandom, on our new channel that we're about to start doing some stuff on very soon, which is Glasgow. Was obviously Fandom UK is about UK football, so we're going to use the other channel in a supportive role of Fandom, but to cover games outside of the UK. And also other sports like boxing and other stuff as well. Got some interesting ideas for Glasgow. So, yeah. But thank you for letting us know. Gone 13. Yeah, so I presume if you follow it a bit, then you might know how much competitive it is in France. Tottenham now with the possession on that far side. Just now they play it into the centre. Stevie said, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to Fandom. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Top man. Now the ball played out wide for Tottenham on this near side as now they come racing forward. Ball crossed into the box. As Newcastle challenge for it, forcing Spurs to play it out as now Spurs coming forward again. Shot comes in and the goalkeeper gets down low to make the save. Well, good effort there from Tottenham. And Newcastle just cannot put two passes together properly at the moment. Now Newcastle again knocking the ball out wide to that far side. Ball chipped forward, looking to try and get in behind. But again, Spurs challenge for it. It's Newcastle managing to keep it. Ball knocked to Joe Linton. Now Joe Linton with a shot. And it's well, I think it took a deflection on the way through. And that will be a corner to Newcastle, I think. So just hearing, guys, just hearing massive respect to the Newcastle fans that have made their way to the ground. Apparently, I'm just hearing, guys, that Newcastle fans, and you do feel for them all the way up there, up north. Newcastle fans apparently had an absolute nightmare getting to this game because apparently loads of trains have been called off today across the UK because of repairs to tracks and stuff like that. So apparently, the Newcastle train that was supposed to be bringing Newcastle fans down from Newcastle to London this morning was cancelled. Just hearing that now. So massive respect to the Newcastle fans that have managed to make it to the stadium all the way down south on a Sunday with no trains. That's not an easy task, guys. And it's an expensive journey if you do it by car, plus the parking charge when you get into London. So massive respect to those uh, Newcastle fans that have got themselves to the game. Disgrace. It's a disgrace what's going on with the rail service, guys. It really is. We used to have football trains back in the day. Why don't they bring that back? That's what they should do, in my opinion. They should bring back the old fashioned football trains. You didn't need to worry about that. You didn't need to worry about coaches, nothing like that. There'd be a train at your station of your town for your club's away game. It used to be very common when uh, back in the day, it was British Rail that phased it out because they was cutting costs. Obviously, because British Rail, when they took over the national rail network, it needed massive overhauls after the what had happened with the obviously with historical events of the Second World War. So the railway infrastructure was on its knees, and British Rail needed to cut costs, invest in repairs. So they started cancelling the football trains. They started cancelling the football trains, which is just stupid because they're going on about, all this electric cars and stuff. Well, if you want to get cars off the road, why not bring back the football trains? It makes sense. Then you can have the entire fan base go down on one train. You can get the whole away support onto one or two trains. Whereas if you do it in coaches, you're talking, I don't know, potentially 10 coaches. If you take 3,000 traveling fans to a ground or 2,000, you're potentially talking 10 coaches, something like that. Whereas you could potentially do that on one train or maybe two at a push. So it's just nuts in it, guys. No common sense used in the world anymore, especially in the UK. As now Spurs play it forward. Now Newcastle intercept it as Newcastle now play it forward. Challenge comes in. Oh, and now, well, we got a questionable foul here as the referee stops play. And Newcastle players surrounding the referee. But yeah, let me know, guys. Do you remember the football trains back in the day? So thank you for that, Stevie. Yeah, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Would be appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already. Pure Lawless saying, Gaz Elliott, welcome, mate. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Top man. Thank you, mate. Gaz Elliott saying, thank you, Pure Lawless. Awesome. Thank you, Gaz Elliott. Stevie as well. Stevie saying, hi, Gaz Elliott. Thank you, Stevie. Awesome. And Gaz Elliott saying, hi, Stevie. Thank you, Gaz Elliott. Always appreciate the positive vibes towards Stevie. Thank you very much, guys. Always appreciate you guys acknowledging Stevie in the background. Pure Lawless is saying, gone 13. All good football in Spain. German football is good also, but not as fast and precise as Spanish football. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment, Pure Lawless. Yep, fair comment, mate. And Pure Lawless there with a thumbs up to Connor. Thank you, mate. You are an absolute gentleman. And also thumbs up to Gaz Elliott. Thank you, Pure Lawless. What a guy. Classy guy. Hassan is saying, I watched the TV show England game. I recommend to anyone who wants to see how the game that we love all started. Now ball knocked out wide. So I'll come back to that in a minute, Hassan, mate. As the free kick now knocked out wide to that far side. Newcastle chipping it into the box, but the goalkeeper comes to pluck the ball out of the air, and that relieves the pressure for Spurs. Yeah, that's really bad, that, from the Spurs player on that challenge. Just seeing the replay. So it was Christian Romero with the challenge. There was a little bit of nastiness in it, to be fair. Now Newcastle with the possession on that far side. Spurs challenge for it, winning it back. Now Spurs trying to play it forward, but again it's intercepted by Newcastle. And again, another foul and another yellow card. And that one's for Trippier. So Trippier just showing a bit of his frustration, I think, there, which is understandable. Sorry, yes, so Hassan. Yeah, the English game. Is that the show you're meaning? The English game? I don't know if you heard me mention that the other week, because I did recommend to you guys to check that out, because it's really good insight into how it used to be, how the game started in England, and it's called the English game, but it actually should be called the UK game, because it's not just it is based on the FA Cup, guys. Oh, Spurs now racing forward. Son coming racing into the box. Challenge comes from the goalkeeper, and that is going to be a penalty as the keeper brings down Son racing into the box. Yeah, that's going to definitely be a penalty. So sorry, yes, sorry, Hassan. Yeah, is that the one that's called the English game? Well, I definitely, if it's that one, I definitely recommend you guys watch that, because, like I say, it should be called the UK game, because it's based on the FA Cup when it first started back in the day, like 18 something or other. But it's really good. It's really good because it actually brings. They actually get. It is actually involving two former Scottish legendary players. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but two Scottish players that are well known from back in the 1800s, very famous players from back in their time, that moved to England, and it's about the wages of how wages started in football. So it's a really good insight, guys. It really is, and I think it is actually based on true events as well. And like I say, it is based on the FA Cup, but it's involving English and Scottish players, not just English players. It's really good. I don't want to tell you too much because it'd spoil it. But if you haven't seen it, guys, I think it's on Netflix or something like that. And it's really good. It's definitely worth a watch, guys. It's called The English Game, and I think that's what Hassan is talking about. Son now with the penalty, and he slotted it home. And that gives Tottenham a 4-0 lead. 84 and a half minutes gone, guys. Spurs 4, Newcastle 0. But yeah, thank you for that, Hassan. Top man. I'm not sure if you heard that off me, but I think it's the same show you're talking about. But yeah, definitely a good watch if it's the same show I'm thinking about. Thank you for that, Hassan. Top man. Thank you, mate. Mr. Barnsley, how you doing? Mr. Barnsley saying, good evening, lads and ladies. I am happy clapper. Love my club. We care lose or win and draw, still my club. Yeah, well, we respect that, mate. We respect that. Thank you for that, Mr. Barnsley. And please do hit the like button today, mate. I noticed you didn't yesterday. Would be appreciated, Mr. Barnsley, if you could hit the like button. Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. Pure Lawless is saying, cheers, Hassan. I will try to check it out soon. Yes, I did tell you guys about it the other week. Definitely worth a watch. And Pure Lawless, you'll like it, mate, because it is involving Scottish players. Don't be put off by the name, because it's not really got the right name, really. It's called the English game because it's based on the FA Cup. But it does involve Scottish players. It does, mate. I guarantee you, really. It's really an interesting watch. Definitely fascinating. I like I say, I've watched it twice because it was that good. So yeah. But thank you for that, Pure Lawless, and hope you enjoy it if you get a chance to watch it, mate. Pure Lawless also saying, all right, Mr. Barnsley. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Nice one, mate. So Newcastle now with the possession knocked out wide to that far side. Ball chipped forward as Spurs intercept it. Gaz Elliott saying, yes, the Glazers are really horrible owners, mate. Yes, mate, I agree. I'm disgusted what they're doing to your club. I am. I've got family that are big Man United fans, and yes, I would love to see. Obviously, I know Man United is a giant club in respect to the fan base and stuff like that. But it. I mean, put all rivalries to one side for a moment. Manchester United is the heartbeat of Manchester, with the community within Salford and what have you. And it's just a disgrace. It's just a disgrace that the Glazers are being allowed to do that. And why are the FA not going after them? That's what my question is. Because if we're hearing all this about financial fair play and this, that, and the other, the debt. Why is the debt that the Glazers have noosed around Manchester United's neck not being taken into account by the FA? It's just so. Oh, Spurs now with a cross, and it's deep in towards the back post. Oh, and they got the shot off, but the goalkeeper quickly responding to block the shot. Well, Spurs still hunting for more goals here, as Newcastle just trying to get themselves out of this game and see it over the line. I think they've had enough. Spurs keeping the pressure on. But yeah, thank you for that, Gaz Elliott. I agree, mate. Like I say, without going too much into it, it's just shocking. It's just shocking. It's such a shame seeing such a good club like Man United being destroyed by greedy businessmen, because that's what they're doing. They're not interested in the football. They're just interested in the profit. And did you guys know that every season the Glazers take their cut? Every season they take a payment out of Manchester United. That just tells you they're not in it for the football. Big debt round the club's neck, but yet they still take their cut at the end of every season. It's called their dividend. It's a disgrace. These are not football people. How can the FA sit back and not challenge it? How can they not challenge it? It's a disgrace, isn't it? It really is. But thank you for that, Gaz Elliott. Respect your opinion, mate. Pure Law is saying, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Pay players by performances. Well, yeah, that would certainly improve. Absolutely great suggestion there. Yeah, I think that's a good strategy. Yeah, that is definitely good. Well, you could have a basic rate, couldn't you? And then they could get a lot of bonuses for their performances. So, yeah, give them a basic wage and then performance bonuses, like realistic ones, not where they're just giving them a big fat paycheck and then adding bonuses on top as well. They should add. Spurs now again coming forward. So they knocked the ball out wide to this near side, coming into the box, but they blasted it well wide, and that will be a goal kick to Newcastle. But yeah, I totally agree to a certain extent. I think it would need obviously some details working out to do that, but in principle, it's a fantastic idea. Pure Lawlist, I agree, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying 3-1 to Newcastle. I would say, well, it won't be, mate, because it's currently 4-0 to Tottenham. But thank you for that, Ryan. Pure Law is saying, how can one man be worth millions when it's 11 men that make the team? I like it. Great question, mate. Great question. Son coming off and Jamie Donnelly coming on. But yeah, that's an excellent point, Pure Laws. It's just, mate, the game's gone nuts with the money. It really has. The money in football now has just gone stupid. And I think all clubs need to come together to put a salary cap on what players get. I think it's getting to the point where I always believed we needed to avoid that. But just how mercenary play. Oh, Newcastle now with the shot. Oh, and Newcastle have pulled one back. Well, Joe Linton with the ball hit low and hard into the back of the net on this near side. And that lessens the deficit. It's not going to change the result, but it lessens the deficit for Newcastle. 91 minutes gone, 5 minutes added on time, guys. And Joe Linton just pull one back for Newcastle. Pure Pure Honest saying, I can honestly see Spurs getting 5 here. Yep, could be right. There's still a few minutes left of the game. They could get another one, mate. Pure Lords also say Man United and Arsenal got tough. Uh, get taught a lesson yesterday, Gaz. Why do I feel you're having personal thoughts on that? My personal thoughts are the fans, mate, not about the clubs. My personal thought, when I'm saying about Manchester United, I'm understanding it from the fans' point of view. That's what I do here, mate. That's football fandom. I try to make sure I look at things from the fans' perspective. So yes, that doesn't mean it's my like not always necessarily my personal viewpoint. But obviously, we're called Football Fan in UK, so I try to always look at things from a fan's perspective. And even I was laughing at Manchester United losing yesterday to Bournemouth. Fantastic result for Bournemouth, and take nothing away from Bournemouth. But even though I'll laugh at Manchester United sometimes when they'll have a bad result, I will also have sympathy with the fans because let's be honest, would we want our club being destroyed by rich businessmen? No, we wouldn't. You know that as well as I do, mate. Your club's been damaged by rich businessmen. My club's been damaged by rich businessmen. So from that perspective, I do have sympathy with the Manchester United fans. Um, but that doesn't mean to say that I would take anything away from from the performance of Bournemouth or anything. And yes, of course, but Manchester United got humbled yesterday. So did Arsenal. And rightly so. And I thought it was um, I thought it was a great performance from Bournemouth, but like I say, mate, obviously building fanning, I'm trying to teach myself to look at things from the fans' perspective. And let's be honest, what the Man United fans are going through, as much as they can be a bit irritating sometimes with their, with we can't tie all fans with the same brush, but some fans with the glory hunting mentality. Um, the reality is they're still the fans of the club and they have a right to expect a certain level of performance, especially considering the ticket prices of Arsenal and Manchester United. The ticket prices are absolutely just daylight robbery. Um, but yeah, just like I say, for me, I try to look at things from the fans. I'm not saying I get it perfect all the time, but I try to look at things from the fans' perspective. So yeah, uh, but yeah, right, like you say, no disrespect to uh, Bournemouth's result, and it was another cross into the box there from Newcastle, but it's intercepted. Yeah, so Villa, yeah, as well, and Villa, fantastic what Villa are doing. Massive respect to them. They're really having a good season so far. And yeah, I've even laughed at Arsenal fans because I think Arsenal fans sometimes there's a big amount of Arsenal fans that are real glory hunters. Just go on social media like last night. They've only lost one game. And yet I was on social media last night and there's fans there calling for Arteta to be sacked. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. One defeat and they come calling for the manager to be sacked. That's not a true football fan. That's a glory hunting fan. But like I say, mate, I try to look at things from the fans' perspective. I'm not saying I get it perfect, but I try. So yeah. Hassan is saying I just watched Everton v Chelsea before this game, and Chelsea need to sort out soon their problems. Otherwise, they will be fined themselves fighting relegation. Yes, yeah, Chelsea doing really struggling at the moment, aren't they, mate? Really struggling. I can't, but yeah, again, I think it's ownership again. The ownership coming in interfering. When that new owner took over that club, Chelsea were on the right path. They had a good team, good manager. They were heading in the right direction. The owner came in with his big ideas, made too many changes to the playing staff, sold players, brought new players in, and it's ended up where Chelsea now finding it really difficult to get back to winning ways and get their rhythm back what they had before. For me, it's owners coming in with too much interference. They should have stuck with Thomas Tuchel, in my opinion, because he's a good manager. Patience needs to be shown. But thank you for that, Hassan. Yep, you're very right, mate. So there goes the full-time whistle, guys. Tottenham have won 4-1 against Newcastle. Pure Lawless said, totally agree with you, Hassan. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that, Pure Lawless. So, guys, let's have a look at the full-time match stats. Bear with me a second as I quickly share them on the screen. There we go. So there we go, guys. This is how it looks in numbers at the end of full time. Total shots, 23 for Spurs, 9 for Newcastle. Shots on target, 12 for Tottenham, 3 for Newcastle. Possession, 57% for Tottenham, 43% for Newcastle. Passes, 521 for Tottenham, 384 for Newcastle. Pass accuracy, 85% for Tottenham, 83% for Newcastle. Fouls, 10 against Tottenham, 12 against Newcastle. Yellow cards, 1 for Tottenham, 3 for Newcastle. Red cards, none. Offsides, 1 for Tottenham, 3 for Newcastle. And corners, 3 for Tottenham, 6 for Newcastle. So there you go, guys. If you're wondering what the table looks like, that is how it looks at the end of the game, with Spurs getting that win. Let's just refresh that, make sure it's updated it properly, guys. Just bear with me a second. Just going to quickly refresh it, make sure it's updated it correctly, because it's not showing the win there in the last 5 results. So, yeah, not a good afternoon for Newcastle, but an extremely good afternoon for Tottenham. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that. So let's go back to the chat, see what you guys saying. Pure Lawless is saying Chelsea are getting beyond a joke, Hassan. They will end up in spontaneous league soon. Yeah, keep the faith, guys. Keep the faith. I think Chelsea will stay. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. I can't see Chelsea going down. I just can't see that. I can't see that. I think if Chelsea were even close to being at risk of going down, I think that there would be a management change. And obviously, when there's a management change, there's normally reaction. But thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Respect your opinion, mate. But yeah, in my personal opinion, I don't think Chelsea. I think Chelsea are just too good to go down. Pure Lawless also saying Hassan, or the we win now. The we win now and again league. Hassan also saying since wealthy Qatar took over the ownership of PSG, it won 9 titles in the last 11 seasons and period, have dominated French football, makes the league one a very boring league. Thank you, Hassan. Appreciate your honest assessment, mate. Thank you, mate. Pure Law is saying, football trains. Yes, definitely, Gaz. Good shout. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Very kind of you to say. Yeah, they did though. He made it better, didn't it? Made it better. Fans could get to the game easier. They could get back easier. It was just so much simpler back then with the football train. So I don't understand why they don't bring it back. It's just madness, isn't it? So yeah, thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Pure Lawless also saying, Hassan, spot on, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Pure Lawless also saying, Gaz, they would need to call it riot rail lines. But to be fair, if you got all fans on one train, it'd be a lot easier to control the behaviour, wouldn't it? Because, it'd be easy for, if there's trouble on the train, it'd be easy for the railways to just contact the local police at the next station and deal with it. It would be a lot easier. And plus, trains today have got cameras all over them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, for me, I think there'd be less trouble, mate. I think there'd be less trouble if you had football trains because, let's be honest, you'd have less trouble because you'd have fans wanting to get to the games, and then obviously fans wouldn't be wanting to miss the train home, so there wouldn't be as much trouble. I don't think. I think it reduced trouble or problems with fans clashing with each other. But that's just my opinion. Pure Lost also saying, Gaz, personally, I think it would cause more trouble. What, the football trains? Fair enough. No, fair enough. I respect your opinion. I think it reduced the trouble, but we'll agree to disagree, mate. No problem with that. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Appreciate you sharing your thoughts, mate. Yeah, like I say, I disagree, but I respect your opinion. I think if you're talking about the trains anyway. Hassan is saying I was referring to the show that you recommended a few days ago, the English game, which is on Netflix. Thank you, Hassan. So you watched it then? I thought you was. I just wasn't sure, mate. I didn't want to be presumptuous. But thank you, Hassan. Top man. Good to hear you watched it, and I'm glad you liked it, mate. Yeah, it's quite quite incisive, in it. Gives you good insight into how football began, and like I say, I think it's quite accurate with some of the history in it, especially with the former players as well. So yeah, thank you for that, Hassan. Glad you checked it out, mate. Yeah, it's definitely a good watch, and glad you enjoyed it. Top man, Hassan. Thank you, mate. Pure Lois with a thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lois. Also saying, think it was 1862, guys. Yeah, I can't remember the exact date of it, obviously, I think. Um, but yeah, it was around that time period, wasn't it? I'm not sure the exact date, but it was really, really good watch. It was a really good watch. Pure Lolly said football, guys. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lolly. Hassan is saying, I agree. Hassan saying, I agree. The English game should be called the UK game, and the two Scottish players are Fergie Sutton and Jimmy Love. That's it, Jimmy Love. Yeah, Jimmy Love. Yeah, I just couldn't remember the names off the top of my head, but thank you, Hassan. Yeah, what a top stuff. Yeah, thank you, mate. Top stuff. Yeah, it definitely is. And thank you. It should be, shouldn't it? Because should be, like I say, it's not just talking about it's called the English game because it's based on the FA Cup, but it's very much involving English and Scottish players. So it should be called the UK football or something rather than the English game, I think. But thank you for that, Hassan. Top man. Pure Lawless saying good point, Gaz. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Nice of you to say, mate. Pure Law is saying ticket prices at most games are out of order. I remember going to games with £20 and coming home with change. Now it's £100 plus and no change. It's ridiculous. Absolutely well said, Pure Lawless. Totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree with you. It's just daylight robbery, isn't it? I absolutely 1000% agree with you there, mate. It's just getting all about the money, and it's just wrong, is it? It's just wrong. But hopefully, you never know. We might be able to achieve good things with fandom, and then maybe we can start asking some of the questions about these clubs charging stupid astronomical prices for tickets. Because let's be honest, guys, we found out a couple of years ago, since the new TV deal, at least the Premier League clubs anyway, do not need to be charging what they are charging for ticket prices. They could fill that ground without charging any ticket prices and still make a profit. but instead, the greed of these owners is keeping ticket prices. We've not even seen ticket prices reduced to account for that big money TV deal. So it's just wrong, isn't it? Pure Lawless also saying, sorry, Hassan, I'm late with your reply to the video. I will definitely watch it later tonight. Yeah, definitely, mate. You'll like it. I think you really like it. Really good insight. Really, really good insight. I really enjoyed it, mate. I think you will as well. I do. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think you would like it, mate. Uh, Pure Loyalist also saying, well, folks, thanks again for a fantastic chat. Look forward to the next one. Take care all and stay safe. Cheers for the coverage and good chat. Catch up soon. All the best. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Top man. Best wishes to you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it, mate. Stay safe and well. And best wishes to you and your family. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you for your kind words and contribution in the Fan Den chat. Always appreciated, mate. Look after yourself and best wishes to you. And also best wishes to your new grandchild. Top stuff. Thank you, mate. Hassan is saying Manchester United, Liverpool, and Chelsea are owned by Americans, where all leagues are controlled by owners without relegation or promotion. That is why I don't spend time watching American games. No, that's a fair comment, Hassan. Yeah, that's a fair comment, mate. That's a fair comment. I think, yeah. Can't argue with that. That's a very fair comment. And you could be onto something there as well, because maybe the American mentality of how they manage their franchise clubs in America, maybe they think they can come over here and have that attitude with English clubs, but it just doesn't work the same because there's relegation over here. So if it backfires, if they get decisions wrong, you can end up relegated. And then where are you? So, yeah, great comment there from Hassan. Hassan also saying another great watch along. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Awesome. Thank you, Hassan. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. Thank you. Always a pleasure to have you with us, Hassan. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and look after yourself, mate. Stay safe and well. Thank you. Always enjoy your company and conversation. Always a pleasure to have you with us, Hassan. Look after yourself, mate. Stay safe, and thank you very much. As I say, always a pleasure. Top man. Pure Lolly saying, yes, Gaz, I was referring to the football trains causing more trouble, but that's just personally. No, that's fair enough. No, as I always tell you guys, I respect your opinion. I'm not always going to agree with your opinion, but that's the right way to be, you know. As you guys, I wouldn't expect you guys to always agree with my opinion. But I respect your opinion. To be honest, mate, I wouldn't know because I don't know if there was a lot of trouble back in those days. But I was just thinking that with the football trains and modern technology now and all the cameras everywhere, it would probably reduce the trouble. I know, I get what you're saying. I think you're implying there used to be trouble back in the day when the football trains were quite regular, but we didn't have CCTV everywhere then, did we? So maybe the CCTV would mean that fans would use it respectfully and there wouldn't be that trouble. But you rent out to your opinion, mate. I couldn't say with honesty, like I say, the football trains. I only remember the tail end of the football trains because, like I say, I was a kid at the time and I just remember British Rail shutting down. I remember as a kid, you could go on all the old railway lines that had been shut down and you could ride motocross bikes and pedal bikes and people used to walk the dogs along them and all that sort of stuff. So, obviously, I remember the tail end of the football trains, whereas obviously you, being a little bit older than me, mate, you probably remember it a lot more vividly than I do. But thank you for that. I respect your opinion, Pure Lawless. Top man, thank you, mate. And Pure Lawless with a thumbs up to Hassan. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. Thank you for the positivity to Hassan. Thank you, mate. Pure Lost also saying, hello, Becky. Hope you are well and looking after Gaz. Here's a small present. Pin from Scotland, UK. All right. I think that's yeah. Is that an ice cream or something? I think I thought it looked like a pin from a distance. But thank you, Pure Lawless. Nice one, mate. Yeah, she definitely looks after me. She definitely looks after me, as I'm sure Mrs. Pure Lawless looks after you as well, mate. Best wishes to your lovely lady as well. Pure Lawless saying trains fitted with VAR. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. Quality like that. That's a good one, that Pure Lawless. Absolutely. Like that. Quality. Yeah, that's a good one, that, mate. Ah, it's a bunch of flowers. Sorry for me, mate. I wasn't sure. At first, I thought it was a pin, and then I thought it was an ice cream. So my apologies, mate. It's only coming up that small on my screen, so it's only a little tiny thing that I can't see. That's why I was explaining to you before about the confusion with the picture. I hope you heard me. I did have a look at it last night, your profile picture. I thought you'd actually sent me the picture as a picture, like to actually look at the picture. Didn't realize you was actually referring to your profile picture. So yeah, I did actually get told the other day off Stevie. So I had a look last night. So who's the player in the background, mate? Because obviously I could only blow it up a little bit because it's obviously it's your profile player picture. Who's the Rangers player in the background with you on the profile picture, mate? Let us know if you're still there quickly before I jump off. But thank you for the flowers to my lovely lady Becky. Appreciated, mate. Haribo. Ah, right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I could, like I said, I couldn't make it out properly because it obviously I tried to blow it up a little bit, but my computer would only let me blow it up like a little bit more than it was, so I couldn't actually make out properly who it was. But yeah, great picture, mate. Great picture. Um, and thank you for letting me know that. And apologies, as I say, for the confusion. I just thought the way you wrote your message, I thought you'd actually sent a picture with the message. So my confusion, easy remedied, no big deal. But thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. And yeah, passionate Rangers fan. So yeah, thank you, Pure Loyalist. Best wishes to you and the family, and also the new uh, baby addition to the Pure Lawless family. I hope the baby's doing well, mate, and hope mummy's doing well as well. And as I say, best wishes to you and Mrs. Loyalist as well. Pure Loyalist there, just saying, take care. Thank you, mate, and same to you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and look forward to talking to you more in the. On future streams. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Pleasure as always, mate. You're a gentleman. Look after yourself. I'm going to jump off now, go and grab a bite to eat. We've actually have something to eat at a good time. So, yeah, thank you, as always, to all you guys that dropped in. Always a pleasure. And thank you, Pure Lawless, as well. Top man, always appreciate your positive vibes, mate. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys have a really good week ahead. Looking forward as we creep forward towards Christmas now. So, yeah, best wishes to everyone. Look after yourselves. Stay safe and well, guys. And I look forward to seeing you on future streams. Bye for now.